What's up, everyone? Welcome to the podcast, a show dedicated to talking about all the poggers things in life, like music, content creation, and video games. What are we cracking? Was that a Dr. Pepper, strawberries and cream?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Jesus, dude. I didn't even know what it was.
Sheesh.
I've just been drinking it.
Are they good? You like them? That's how I feel about them. They're okay.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Here's
it's like
my
if you
thing.
took a Dr. Pepper and put half a scoop of vanilla ice cream in it and kind of just let it melt.
It's the strawberries. Well, here's the thing.
Oh, bro, remember those circular hard candies that had the swirls?
Oh, yeah, the peppermint?
No, but they were fruity.
Oh.
Circular hard candy swirl. It was
Cream savers.
Cream savers, yes. Dude, it's got fucking it's strawberries and cream, literally.
Yes.
It's literally strawberries and cream.
Yes.
That's what it tastes like.
Yes. Here's my thing though. And this, I don't know if this is right, but Dr. Pepper feels like already, isn't that their thing, right? 23 flavors, 23 original herbs and spices or something? Isn't there
herbs? There's herbs.
No,
in
that's from KFC. But isn't Dr. Pepper's thing Dr. Pepper 23 flavors? Yeah, Dr. Pepper 23 flavors. Yeah, there's actually Dr. Pepper.
Cherry, vanilla, licorice, almond, caramel, cola, ginger, lemon, orange, molasses, nutmeg, plum, prune, and raspberry.
Uh-huh. Now, anyways.
No, it's just Coca-Cola that they made spicy.
That's what I'm saying, is that I love flavored drinks. I love flavored Cokes and the flavored Mountain Dews. For some reason, every flavored Dr. Pepper I've tried, I don't like as much as just Dr. Pepper, because Dr. Pepper is already like a soda with a bunch of extra flavors in it. So that to then make that your base, and then because it's got cinnamon, it's got a little it's already. I'm saying that to say that I love Dr. Pepper, but I feel like Dr. Pepper OG is just the way to go.
Next time it's gonna be Dr. Pepper, strawberries and cream, cherry,
vanilla,
a holiday edition.
Yeah, exactly.
Gone spicy.
Something like a Sprite. Sprite is delicious, but then when they do the Sprite, the cranberry Sprites for the holidays, that's so good. But Dr. Pepper, I feel like it just DP. Well,
yeah, I don't know. It's just that I always make questionable decisions when I'm full and I go grocery shopping. I need to go when I'm hungry.
Full? That's crazy. Don't go when you're hungry.
No, I have to go when I'm hungry.
Wow.
Because if I go to eat dinner and then go afterward, because we did that because the snowstorm, we're I might be okay, someone's calling me, great timing. It might be, I might be snowed in, and we are snowed in. I haven't even looked outside. I think there's just feet of snow. I'll deal with it tomorrow when I leave the house for the first time in 72 hours. But we went after dinner, and I'm looking at all the food, and I'm just I don't want that. I don't want that. I need to go when I'm hungry, because I'm going to be home and hungry and opening the cabinet and thinking what do I want to eat? I did have, so like I said, this time around, I don't know, I made questionable decisions. Another one of the things I got was, I don't know if this is culturally racist or something, but the Samoa cookies, the Girl Scout, they call them the caramel delights.
Yep.
I think they used to be Samoas, but I think that's I don't even know. I'm accidentally
canceling the podcast.
Yeah. Pop-Tarts that were caramel delight Pop-Tarts.
I love Pop-Tarts.
And let me tell you, I've never experienced the first one I got. There must have been a hole in it, because I swear to you, I was I couldn't break the Pop-Tart in half.
What?
It was petrified.
Just dried out, frozen.
Yeah,
in,
it was holding one of those onk things, and it.
Do you remember what was the thing that episode on the podcast when you were trying to say frozen in carbonite, but you said something?
I said kryptonite.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Frozen in kryptonite. Yeah.
That okay, so you got a bad batch of the Pop Tarts because it was frozen in kryptonite.
Yeah, but the second package I got, it was edible and it wasn't really great. So
I had a
it was like,
s'mores Pop Tart every single day in the morning for like 2 years of high school. I love the s'mores one.
well, that's why you have such strong bones today.
I am terrible at the grocery store. I am like the millennial, like, I don't know, stereotype of like new flavor Oreo, gotta buy it. New flavor Dorito, gotta have it. New Baja Blast Supreme 17th flavor, gonna buy 12. Like, I am like, thank Christ my wife does the grocery shopping without me most of the time. Because when we go, it's like, it's bad. I'm so bad. I am a bad influence.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm somewhat the same. It depends. For like drinks, I am a lot more than like other things. Like when I see like Ben and Jerry's like mashup of it's like
yeah,
ginger ale,
ice cream,
like pretzel ice cream with. Actually, that sounds fire. To be honest,
yeah, that's. Oh my god!
You ever had a Di Serono?
Di Serono.
Now that this is like the fucking Munchcast.
The Munchcast. That's amaretto liqueur, right? Liqueur.
Yes.
Di Serono. Yes,
Yeah.
I have had it then.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
It's
one of the only alcohols, like liquors, that I actually know I like a lot is amaretto.
I mean, yeah, you can just drink that. It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's very good.
That was some ginger ale, is solid, chill. And all this talk of food, I just had pasta. Plus the goddamn whatever the hell medication I'm on that puts me to sleep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I'm like,
dude, yeah.
Had,
pasta will do it.
This I just keep basically next to me the whole time. Because I'm an adult. Listen, I've also got multivitamins here, so it's like I think about everything health-wise like it's an accounting problem. And that works for calories in, calories out. It doesn't exactly work for like Doritos, and then I have like a vitamin. It doesn't.
Yeah, Doritos in, vitamins in. Doesn't necessarily cancel it out.
Yeah. -1 Dorito.
-1 Dorito. Yep. Well, what's up, man? What you got going on? How you doing?
Oh, just playing a million games. Trying to find. I'm chasing the dragon. Trying to find a puzzle game that.
Yeah, that does it.
That just does it for me. But I feel like I've played them all.
You only get your blueprints every once in a while, you know.
Yeah, Blueprints was like a fucking 8 out of 10. But
Dang.
it's the fucking Lorelei and the laser eyes.
Lorelei and the laser eyes
was absolute cinema. I mean, Outer Wilds is like largely considered a puzzle game, even though I don't really consider it a puzzle game.
interesting.
It's more of like a problem. There's problem solving, but like I don't know. I don't consider them puzzles.
Yeah.
But I kind of do. I could see that. But that would be the GOAT. And then there's like The Witness.
Yeah.
But I played a few different games that were like language related,
like puzzle games.
Yeah, so there was this one called Epigraph, and it's like it was like only a couple dollars. I didn't actually finish it because I kind of like got the gist, and then was kind of like, okay, I played it for 8 hours. It's like a glorified Unity default project in a way.
Interesting,
but it's like,
yeah.
There's literally just these big stone pillars, and there's like, I don't know, 6 or 7 or something of them, and so some of them are pillars, some of them are like big tablets. Think of the what's the stone, Rosetta Stone.
Okay, yeah.
So you kind of start off with like a giant stone that has like this weird writing on it that like some expert translated, and on the other side of it is like a language that you like have to hover over, and it's like symbol by symbol. You have to figure out what the fuck everything says,
Oh.
piece by piece, and it's really interesting. Um, because you don't think about languages and how they work. It's not just like word for word. Um, and a really good example. I won't get any more into that without getting into spoiler territory, but I played another game that I think was like, I want to say it was like 8.5, close to 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Chance of Sinar.
Chant. Chance. I was thinking the name Chance, like Chance.
Yeah, Chance the
rapper.
Is it a dog or a rapper? Okay,
it's the rapper.
Wasn't there a Chance dog?
I'm sure.
Yeah. So, it first of all, it's an absolutely beautiful game. Chance of Sinar.
Another puzzle game?
It's a puzzle game that's all like language based. So let me just show you. So you kind of like wander around. It's absolutely gorgeous too. I'm just trying to find like a good image. I don't know. Here's like kind of a screenshot from the game. So you walk around. It's got a slight kind of like little dithering, a little bit like Obra Dinn.
Interesting.
And you like walk up, to like you start off in a different place than this. Obviously, you just like walk up to people and like, oh, and they just say things, and then the words pop up above their head, and you don't know anything. So you have to like use context clues in a lot of these situations. Like for example, if somebody says, if you go up to 5 strangers and the 5 strangers all say 5 different things, but each of them starts with the same word, you can kind of say like, oh, I think this is like hello or greetings or whatever.
Yep.
And the way that it works is really neat. So you can go in and basically pull up these are like all the symbols you've seen.
Okay.
The white ones are ones you've solved. I think it's either that or the other way around. I think the black ones are ones that like you've seen but haven't solved, and then these are ones you haven't found.
Yeah.
And so you can like click on it and basically like type out what you think it is. So like in here, the guy wrote go. And then so like when you walk up to people, you might see like, kind of ... me go ... temple, and it's like, oh, okay, so you can kind of start to figure things out.
Yeah.
And then the way that it gets confirmed is once you like complete a logical area or a section, let's just say like you go through a church and you talk to everybody and you leave, your guy kind of stops, pulls out a notebook, and you'll see this. And so then what you do is you basically will say, oh, okay, I know that this is hide, this is find, this is run, or flee or whatever, right? And so you kind of click on the symbol, put it there, and if you get them all right on like a pair of pages, then it confirms them, locks them in, and tells you.
Gotcha.
And the cool thing is that like, because at first I thought it was going to have to like text match or like character match. Like if you put hello but it was actually greetings, it was like wouldn't work. But because you're using symbol to image,
yes,
so it
so
doesn't
if you
matter.
saw somebody waving, it doesn't matter if you would have put hi, hello, good morning, greetings, you would definitely match that symbol to that image and you would get that right.
Yeah, and it's really it's just really fascinating how they do a lot of these things, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story. You basically don't know anything about anything, and what you end up figuring out pretty quickly is like, so with this scene, these guys are kind of like priest sort of folk, and obviously these dudes are like warriors. And you find out basically pretty quickly that like they shut the door and they want to go and they can't, and it's like, why? So then you end up figuring out a way to get kind of over there, and then you learn, and then it's like, now you're learning a second language. And then you spend the time basically trying to match up ideas and concepts and words between languages.
Yeah.
But it gets really interesting with some of the differences with the language. I won't get like into many details. I'll just say a couple. There's a lot of things. If you're like super, super interested in avoiding all spoilers, I don't know, maybe skip the next like 60 seconds or something. But one of the examples of like an interesting thing is one of the languages or a couple of the languages have a word for plural.
Okay.
Whereas some of the languages you'll see like this. So like if you find out that like this is, let's say this is like warrior. When you have warrior, you're saying warriors.
Gotcha.
So you're not just talking about this guy, you're talking about like
these
all
guys.
of them. Whereas another language might have a different symbol and then like another symbol after it. So you might see like me plural.
Us.
What would that mean?
Yeah.
Us, we, right? So it's like really fascinating how you, and what's really beautiful as you go, and there's like multiple languages that you have to learn, and this, what makes it really kind of a beautiful sort of story is like you kind of learn why the languages are different. It's almost like a part of the story as to why there's different languages at all.
Yeah, cool.
My only criticism of it was the end was a little bit weird because it was like, again, I won't spoil anything, but it was kind of like climax. You're ready to like, you're so excited for a thing. And then it's like sort of not good thing. And then it's all great, everything's fine. And it's like,
you were just like, what?
It's just kind of
interesting.
Yeah, it almost like it got in the way of like the building of the excitement towards the.
Yeah, like however they landed the plane kind of like didn't. Yeah,
you have a really good flight, and then right before you're about to land, they're like, "We might die," and then they're like, "Never mind, everything's fine." The landing's fine, and you're like,
"Yeah."
All you're gonna remember is how the plane flight.
Yes, all you're gonna remember is that turbulence right at the very end.
Yeah. So anyway, I would really recommend that game. Fantastic game. And then I played Clover Pit for a little bit. Fun, interesting. Just like I don't know that I could play it for like 100 or 200 hours.
Yeah.
And it was like one of those things where very quickly you like unlock 75 items. You start to see the complexity of the game, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, you either like, dive in or you bail then there. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure at some point I'll go back to it and play it a little bit. But yeah, I played a little bit last night. The other big game I played that was really, really good was called The Seance of Blake Manor.
Okay.
I don't know if I talked about it last time or not. But it's kind of like a murder mystery.
Okay.
Sort of thing. It's got that kind of vibe. You show up to a hotel, and there's supposed to be a big seance. And the whole point is that like, maybe I did talk about this.
Maybe.
Did I say something about like mediums and how when they have like a seance, like some of the seances, like normally when they would like summon a spirit, they talk to the spirit, like, or the spirit speaks through the medium. But in this case, the whole like big thing that like takes all these people from all over the world and brings them all into this one thing, this one place, is that they're basically saying like, no, we're going to actually summon a spirit. You're going to see it, and it's going to speak to us.
Yes.
And it's not going to be tricks and magic.
Okay, I do remember you mentioning that. Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of interesting.
Is it also a puzzle game, or is it more just kind of like a?
It's a puzzle kind of murder mystery.
Gotcha,
you know, so you're in a hotel. Everybody has their own room. You know, there's keys for rooms. There's keys for wings. You find them. You hide. You know.
Gotcha.
That was that was the one where the mechanic, the like currency in the game is interactions as opposed to blueprints.
Yes,
which was steps.
That's where we got to it. We were talking about blueprints last time, and then we were talking about that instead of steps, it's interactions with okay.
So I actually beat it once and then went to go play it again to kind of like speed run through to see if I could do it a lot more efficiently. Because basically you walk into a room and there's like a trash can, a desk, a side table, a bed, a side table, fucking, where do you put clothes?
Like a wardrobe.
Wardrobe, like a little footstool bench thing that like opens up, and then there's like books on the counter, books on the side table, and it's like you can spend 1 minute clicking and being like anything, and most of the time it's like there's nothing here.
Yeah.
And so I spent the first playthrough going like check it. So basically it got down to the point where it's like I was 5% of the way through the progress of the game when I was 95% of the way to the end. It's like, so I had to like, now there's a lot of momentum where it's like you get 95% of the way towards solving all these things all at the end, and it's kind of like you start solving stuff. But it was a really, really interesting game, super cool story, and it was a nice chill puzzle game. It's cool. Like murder mystery, kind of walking around, listening to people, asking questions.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of like, you said you were doing a thing.
Yeah.
There's and also like you can eavesdrop on conversations. And so you might find a note that's like, we have to meet in room, 17 at 7 p.m. And there's like a schedule because you're, every minute. So sometimes you can kind of be places you got to set reminders so that
that's super interesting. Okay, cool.
It's cool. But otherwise that's pretty much it. I played this game, Steven's Sausage Roll. That's like, honestly, a lot of people mention it as like one of their favorite puzzle games. Some of them like best puzzle game of all time, they were saying.
There were a lot of people talking about Steven's Sausage Roll. Let me tell you. A
lot of people, yeah. And the whole core conceit of that game is that, like, I don't know, just imagine a little cartoon guy in a world that just like blocks. So like you walk forward one.
Okay.
And there's all these little things that you just like walk up. And when you walk up to it, everything like disappears around you, and like a little puzzle area with like a certain arrangement of squares pops up underneath you. And here, I'll just show you an image will help you guys like visualize. It's like that right there.
Oh,
this is like one of the puzzles. This might even be one of the first ones. So this is the guy right here. Each of these little squares is a square. You can't walk off the edge. That's the sausage roll. And then these things right here are the like grill. They're like grills, basically. Like, and so what you have to do is cook. You can kind of think about this like a 2x1. So you need to cook both sides fully without burning it.
Okay.
So like if he walks one step forward and then you hit A to like turn left, he turns left and pushes it. So now it's half of it is cooked. But you need to get the other half cooked. But then like, how do you move it back the other direction? You can't. So you have to figure out a way to like navigate your guy so that each side it only touches the grill one time. And you need all 4 of the kind of sections.
That's crazy.
And I don't know, I did like maybe like 8 of them or whatever, and I was kind of like, my understanding is that they add some more mechanics later on. But I was like, it took me like an hour to do like the first puzzle. Like, it's because it's just really funky.
Yeah.
You spend a lot of time moving backwards. Because that allows you to move without pushing. Like, you're moving and there's nothing in front of you, because you basically have one square in front of you.
Yeah.
So if you want to walk up to something without moving it, you need to like back up. It's kind of
that's
janky.
Crazy. Steven's Sausage Roll.
Yeah. So that genuinely might be one I refund, not because it's like not worth it.
Yeah, it just like didn't vibe with you. Yeah.
I played for like an hour and I'm like, I think I'm good.
That's so funny, bro. That's so funny.
That's it for me.
Damn. You're gaming, dude. You're all over the place. Wait, what happened to Cairn? Did that? Oh, it's Tuesday.
It's Thursday because we're doing the podcast early. Yeah,
bro.
You've got something going on Thursday. I've got something going on tomorrow. So we were doing the podcast 2 days early.
Oh my god, dude. Literally, I was like convinced it was Thursday right now, and
same thing, dude. I was like, oh my god, Cairn's. Never mind. It's not
we live our life podcast episode to podcast episode. We don't need the calendar.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. Oh yeah, and real quick, oh my god, something that I like. I want to fucking real quickly clarify, not that anybody fucking cares or remembers or whatever, but there was just like a ton of people that were commenting on the last podcast that all had like the same misunderstanding of something that I had said.
Yeah.
But I just want to like quickly get it out and we can move on because a bunch of people didn't like me malding about, my fucking livelihood.
How dare you, bro?
But a lot of people seem to think that when there was a period in the podcast where I had basically said like, I know infinitely more than any of these people that are commenting, and I know very little myself.
Yeah.
And in the context, like I can understand why people interpreted it the way they interpreted it, just because we were talking about a few things, a few different things at the same time. It was in the context of me talking about the algorithmic YouTube performance of my video, which is a video about politics.
Yeah.
Oh, well, kind of about politics. It's not really even totally about politics.
It's a video that dives into a lot of politics in order to make its point, which isn't necessarily exclusively about politics.
Yeah. When I made that comment, I was talking about the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about politics.
Yeah.
A bunch of the comments that basically said like, bro, why would, the like arrogant idea that you know more than people about politics, why would I watch this video? And it's like, no, I was talking about the algorithm and how random people just come in and go, man, you should just do this and that'll make your video succeed. And it's like, it's more complicated than that. And my point was not to say, the point wasn't to say that I know more than people. It was mostly to say, I know almost nothing.
Yeah. It was mostly to say, I've tried in some fashion everything every one of you has ever suggested, and it has led me to a place of feeling like I know nothing. Like it wasn't like which is what the way I took it. Like, but yeah. So I mean that's good clarification. That was not I know more than you about politics. It was we know more than you about YouTube.
I know jack shit about politics.
About YouTube.
Because I know jack shit about politics. I'm not an expert in politics. It's not my thing. And you don't have to know. You don't have to be an expert in politics to hear things that people say, whether they're politicians, or not, or whatever, about things that are happening, and to have opinions about it. Right? Yes. I'm not going to be able to tell you what the fucking DNC caucus strategy is going to be in the upcoming midterm election. I don't fucking have any idea what any of that stuff is. But
we've talked about it in game design. The analogy is I don't have to be a mechanic to walk up to a mechanic and be like, my engine's smoking, something bad is happening. And if the mechanic says, nah, that's how it works, I don't have to be a mechanic to say, I don't think I trust you as a mechanic. Right? Like that's the analogy, is like I don't have to have the breadth and wealth of knowledge in how all the cars function to think, I don't think I want to use that mechanic when my engine's on fire and the mechanic's like, that's what Toyotas do, man. That's just how they roll. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, yeah.
So I mean, like, again, my video wasn't about politics, and the whole thing about my rant wasn't that I expected more views on my video. Like I felt like I was entitled to more views on my video. It was that none of what I was seeing in terms of the performance was making sense. And what I was seeing were things that in some ways didn't make sense, and in other ways were pointing to being, potentially responsible for, what I felt was the suboptimal performance of the video, which you can literally see when you open up YouTube analytics. What's the first thing you see? You see a graph where it's the performance of this video, and then there's a gray set of lines that is basically the minimum and maximum of the average of your videos. So when you see a line that's below that or in the middle or above that, that's when a video is not doing as good as you would expect. It's not like I deserve.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like if people, a lot of those people just don't like me. A lot of those people were honest, and it was misunderstanding, and maybe I wasn't, clearly communicating, and a lot of it was I was just fucking mauling because there's been a lot of people who I've been talking to lately, content creators, that have been like confused about shit lately that they've been seeing, strategies that we've been trying. So it's just like when your livelihood is confusing as fuck, when it's like the stereotypical relationship, where like it's the unfair stereotype that like guys have of women, how they like don't understand them, they can't read them at all, they're like total mysteries, like one day they're this and the other day they're totally. That's what the algorithm feels like. It's like just when you thought you figured it out, you see the opposite, and you're like,
the data tells you the exact
on?
opposite of what you thought. 100%. So yeah, that's fair. That's valid. I actually played a new game the other day, and interesting. That's very, very the internet is having a field day with. But before we do that, I do want to take a quick second and thank the first sponsor for this episode, and that is Huel. Holy moly, bro. These Huels have been so good. So they have their Black Edition RTD is what they call it, which is what he just showed, the ready to drink. That's what they sent us the most of. We worked with them in the past. I love them. I drank them all. Super excited to work with them again. They sent us a bunch of the flavors this time. I got the iced coffee one is so good, dude. It's so good because it's already like, I mean, the ready to drinks are like a meal, 35 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals. It's a whole basically complete meal replacement drink. And I was expecting it to taste almost like like a greens powder mixed with a protein drink. In my head originally, back when we tried them originally, I just had this thought that it was going to be like that. It was a thing you muscle down so that you can get your meal drinking it. And chocolate milk. And I was like, whoa. So that's why I was super excited for them to send us the other flavors, the peanut butter, the vanilla, the iced coffee, because it tastes like so genuinely good. I really was surprised. I know that sounds like that. I'm not even reading off the script. They taste so good. Holy moly.
Dude, ever since you told me about the iced coffee, I've been like basically edging towards it this whole time. I'm like, I don't want to even try it until I'm done with
everything else, because it's
butter.
going to be your favorite flavor.
I'm just so excited for it. But dude, like, I've been having like weird cravings in the morning. I never had breakfast. I think some of it's like from medication stuff, but like super cravings in the morning where I'm like, I want like 2 jelly donuts. Like super like middle-aged dad, unhealthy, terrible for me. And I basically like replaced that by having Huel in the morning for breakfast. To me, it's like one of the perfect breakfasts. I have it. I mean, normally I have it before my coffee, but with the iced coffee, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll replace. It'll replace that. But dude, just being able to have one of my meals, taken care of, where I don't have to think about it, getting all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients and the midichlorians and all the stuff that that like my body that I'm supposed to have that I don't get from just eating Doritos and multivitamins.
They're great. They're great. And 100%. I'm the person that like I just forget to eat all the time. Like, just because, I mean, we're here, like it's so, I mean, I can see, like, obviously I just sit here at this desk all the time, but I can see if somebody, if you sit at a desk a lot or if you're on the go, like having this as a meal replacement has been super nice. It can be breakfast. I use it more so for lunch because I don't normally eat breakfast. And then it's 1 p.m. and I'm like, oh no, I forgot to eat lunch, and I can grab that and it keeps me like full. And then they also have their Black Edition powder. I know some people prefer powder because they like to mix. Some people like to mix their kind of meal replacement with water or milk or almond milk or whatever. Some people like to do 2 scoops. Like if you're trying to hit a protein goal, doing 2 scoops of this is 70 grams of protein. You know what I mean? Like, so if that's more your thing, if you like the powder they have, it's the same thing. It's the Black Edition. That's just the ready to drink. They have the powder as well. They're both. And yeah, they're like, dude, I don't know what happened in science over the past couple of decades, but we figured it out. We figured out how to make this stuff taste good. It tastes like chocolate milk or like iced coffee. We live in the future, and it's amazing. And so for a limited time offer, you can get Huel today with our exclusive offer and get 15% off. And that is using code POGCAST. 15% off at Huel.com/podcast using code POGCAST. New customers only. Thank you so much to Huel for partnering and supporting our show. And if they ask where you heard about them, let them know that we sent you. Thank you so much to Huel for sponsoring this episode. Bang, bang.
Bing, bing, bing,
bing,
bing.
Bing, bing, bing.
Bing, bong.
Okay, so I've been playing Arc Raiders, but yesterday we broke away. Have you heard? I can't even remember if we talked about it, but had you heard of Highguard at all?
Maybe.
I can't remember if we talked about it on a previous episode.
Highguard. Oh, there's guns?
There is guns.
Okay, so why? Okay.
So at the end of the Game Awards, which I don't remember when that was, but a couple months ago, that was the basically the one more thing of the Game Awards was they were announcing Highguard. And Highguard is made by a couple of people that made Apex Legends and a couple of people that worked on Titanfall 2, apparently. So like Titanfall, Apex, big heavy hitters in the gaming genre. And their marketing strategy for this game was very unique in that there was no marketing strategy. They released a trailer at the end of the Game Awards and then went completely radio silent until like 3 days before the game came out. And they were like, it comes out like 3 days, 2 days, tomorrow, comes out tomorrow. And then they just dropped it. It's a free-to-play game. So like literally my stream title on Monday was what is Highguard ? Not sponsored BTW. Like nobody really knew what the hell the game was. But what was happening was like some like industry people were like, this game's gonna change everything. Like this is
fuck off.
This is gonna and then what happens is like already the trailer, like if you watch like some of the visuals, it kind of like,
oh, is this the one that doctored his respect? They tried to fake
yes, he did fake. Yeah. And then, dude, which that was so funny because then when he got caught, he was like tried to pretend it was like a 500 IQ. He was like, got him. It was like so cringe, bro. But anyways, and so like visually, it isn't really doing anything new. It's like hero shooter, kind of Apex-y, maybe a little bit more like medieval-y, a little bit cartoony. I don't find the visual style necessarily offensive, but it's also not incredibly unique, I guess is a way to put it. So basically, the gameplay reveal trailer dropped and everybody was like, this looks kind of mid. And then you had some of the industry people being like, this game is gonna change the face of gaming. And in response to that, the internet basically goes, fucking yeah, right. So then you have this hate wave rising. So like the game's not out, there's no marketing, nobody knows what it is, but the hate for the game is like rising and rising and rising. And then basically the meme came about that it's like Concord 2. Do you remember Concord? It was, Sony's 5v5 tactical shooter, I think. They put $200 billion into it or whatever, and then they shut it down like 2 weeks later. I don't think it was $200 billion. That'd be fucking insane. I don't even think there was that much in GTA. Anyways, it came out yesterday, and out of curiosity, we had an Arc Raiders patch today. So yesterday, I was like, we got nothing to do. Let's play it. It's super interesting.
I'm staring. I have a still image right up, and I'm staring at it, and I feel as if I know everything I need to know about the game from this still image.
What's crazy is you probably don't.
I fully acknowledge. It's one of those things like I know that my initial gut reaction isn't always right or even often right, but basically, so
you probably do to an extent.
Remember what was it? Oh, something Pal
World.
Remember how like Pal World for like a while was like?
Oh yeah, that popped off.
When I played Pal World, I don't even know how to describe. There's been games like that, a few games like that. I don't even remember the names of because they're tend to be so sort of lifeless, soulless.
Yeah.
And like what they look like is a first-time game developer. And I'm not judging this game. I'm
well,
I'm going off the cuff here. What it looks like is a first-time game developer gets decently good, like with an engine.
Yeah.
Builds a big world that is mostly rocks and grass and like rivers and stuff, and designs 50 enemies, drops them in places, adds like a leveling system with like a really shallow sort of skill tree.
Yeah.
And then does that for like 4 character archetypes. And then it's like gonna change the world. Where it's like,
yeah.
And this is the thing I was looking at where it was like I see
yes, dude, it's so funny. I'm tracking
Sully from Monsters Inc. being shot
with an AK.
By next to a piano, like 100 yards away from an Oblivion portal. Yeah, getting shot with a laser rifle by a guy who like should be like a steampunk mage.
Yeah.
In a massive living, breathing open world.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny. I'm so excited. So I'm actually super glad this is how we decided to do this, because you nailed a certain side of it and then got like the other side of it completely wrong, which is understandable. You literally, all you know about this game is this one still image, but 100%. So I think the visual identity of this game is the most soulless. And then the mechanics of the game is actually where they put the most time into. It's really interesting that you say that, because that is what it looks like. And you know what's funny too is I think the fact that this was coming from the developers of Apex Legends and Titanfall is definitely a game with an aesthetic. And then Apex Legends, I feel like now the Apex Legends aesthetic is kind of like an overused one, but I feel like my gut tells me that at the time that was kind of like one of like a newer aesthetic. What?
I just typed in gameplay and this.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Moist Critical.
I just see Moist Critical with tits.
Okay, so actually, before you watch any gameplay, let me explain the game. That's actually amazing.
That's everything I need to know about the game.
That's everything I need to know. Moist Critical is the best. So, it's basically like 5 different genres of games combined. And I am not inherently against that anymore, because I think like I think the best first-person shooter, arcade shooter, not like milsim, not tactical shooter, but the best first-person arcade shooter to come out in the last like 10 years has been the Finals. And the Finals iterated and evolved the first-person shooter arena game mode forward by basically saying like, hey, we took a little bit maybe from tac shooters, we took a little bit from this, we took a little bit from TDM, and we smashed it all into this new game mode. And one of its biggest struggles is like communicating what this new game mode is. But when you get over that hump, the ability to express skill and for clutch moments, I think has evolved. And so I think that now when I look at games that are trying to like, instead of just making another 5v5 tac shooter or another battle royale, when they're like, hey, we're trying to do something, I have so much more empathy for those game devs because of how good the Finals is and how few players it has. It deserves so much more love. So I was like, okay, I went into this with it like, okay, this could be good. The problem is like, I don't really know how to rate it because it's a combination of 5 different genres I don't care about.
It's a 7 out of 10 first person shooter, 6 out of 10 this, it's a 5 out of 10.
It's just I don't like the types of games it's adapting. So I don't know how well of a MOBA it is, or a tac shooter it is, or you know what I mean? It's like I just don't play any of those games. So finals is kind of mid. Ban that guy. Ban him right now, by the way. I'm just kidding, Lamau.
What happens if when you were playing the finals, like there's a new update where in the middle of the fight, the guy you were fighting against threw a cube on the ground, and all of a sudden, outside of the cube, pockets, and it was like it was pocket monsters added into.
I would love that.
Would that be the question? Is like, would that you'd be like, what the fuck am I doing in this game now?
Yeah,
you know, like, and then you could also make it so that like there was a room, a side room. By the way? I just mid-journeyed a Pokemon in the style of the finals. Yeah. So
that's hilarious. Anyways,
it's a Scyther, a Bumblebee finals swap.
So it's basically in order, the way a round works, it's Rainbow Six Siege, then a Battle Royale, then Capture the Flag, then Counter-Strike. And you know what else is going to blow your mind? There are no PvE enemies in this game. It's only PvP.
It looks like Black Desert Online.
I know.
Bro. Like, what are you talking about?
And it's only PvP, and it's a
dress-up game. It's a racing
Barbie's
sim.
Dollhouse.
Yeah,
Formula
it's a card deck builder. Like, what the fuck?
And it's only PvP, and it's only 3v3. It's not 3v3v3. It's 3v3.
It looked like I expected like
Skyrim
size world.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is that is what the visual aesthetic of the game tells you exactly, that it's Oblivion and it's all these things. And what's crazy too is the aesthetic of the like medieval. It's very like medieval magical, like mages and like you said, and like swords and this.
There's horses.
Yeah. It's all AK-47 snipers, shotguns, burst rifles. There are like virtually no melee weapons. It's guns.
They all look like World of Warcraft characters.
I know, dude. I know. That's basically, yeah. It's like
they just bought a bunch of disparate, like whatever was the cheapest, best looking asset packs in the fucking Unreal Engine store.
Yeah, and it's so fascinating. Because I think it's so funny now that we're talking about it. I do think this is an interesting complaint to have, is that the disconnect between like the visual style and what it kind of tells you the game is going to be, and then what dragons? It is. No, it is a hero shooter in that sense. So there are like ults that you have, like everyone has their ult, and like one of them can become a monster, but it's not like, you can ride a bear too, which is pretty sick.
Can I show gameplay or should I wait until you're done?
No, you can show gameplay. So yeah, so it's all, it is
it's like Unreal
shooter.
Fucking Tournament.
Yeah.
Meets World of Warcraft, meets Pal World,
meets Counter-Strike, meets Rainbow Six Siege, meets Apex Legends,
meets Borderlands, meets
Minecraft. Is there any of the mining?
Oh, there's a sword there.
That's the flag. That's the Capture the Flag.
There's it's also the one with the flying blimps, with the girl. Bioshock, thank you. I said flying blimps. You instantly knew I meant Bioshock.
I'm here with you. I'm here with you.
He's got a fucking.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, and this guy who's a Black Desert Online character who normally would specialize in like kicks and and like shurikens.
So.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's seeds. Yeah. Raid phase. Okay, so let me explain basically how it works. One game, it starts with Rainbow Six Siege. You have a base, the enemy team has a base, and you can fortify it. You can like, you know how like the first phase of Siege is like, you're like, barricading the doors and all that kind of stuff.
I'm playing chess during that period.
Yeah. So it's that. You can fortify walls in your base. So your base has 3 points, A, B, and then like the heart. And so you're fortifying it up. Phase 2, you get on your horse or bear and you ride out, and that's when it becomes basically a battle royale where you're going out and you're finding like, it's exactly like a battle royale. It's very Apexy, where it's like you open the chest and it's like armor and a helmet or a gun. And the guns, there's like gray, blue, purple, orange versions of guns. And you can find like like miscellaneous stuff that helps you, like wall breaches. So when you get to the other, you can put like an explosive. So now you're out finding and you're mining. It's Minecraft as well. You're mining these crystals. That's the currency that you can go to the shop and then buy some things. Like you can buy extra armor. You can buy.
You walk into the shop and it's like, dun, 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 dun. Yeah. And the guy's like, what would you like? And then you look on the shelf on the left and then you buy a fucking Deku shield.
Yes. So that's phase 2. It's battle royale. You go out, you open chests, and it's also Minecraft, and you mine, and then you do that. And then phase 3 starts when the shield breaker, I think is what it is called, spawns on the map. Phase 3, the shield breaker, that's the sword.
That the big Trojan? Oh, okay.
It's the sword. And then the game becomes capture the flag. It's your 3 versus their 3. You're trying to get to the sword first. And when
what happens if you die during the BR phase?
Nothing. You just respawn. You rarely get in, the map is big enough that you rarely get in combat during that phase because they're looting up on their side of the map and you're looting up on your side of the map.
So it's more prep and less of it. So okay, so when you say battle royale, what you mean is basically like you have a limited time to try and like
dropping in, opening chests. The chests are straight out of Apex Legends. You're just running around opening chests, getting stuff, getting.
But it's not like people are getting eliminated.
You could ride to the other side of the map and shoot people, but they would just respawn 10 seconds later.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's the least battle royale part of battle royales, which is the beginning.
Yes, but also Minecraft because there's a lot of mining of diamonds.
So it's Rust.
Yeah, maybe Rust. Rust with battle royale. Rust with battle royale chests. Okay. Then the shield breaker spawns, and that's the sword. And the sword is capture the flag. You get there, and then when you have it, you're trying to take it to the enemy base and insert it into their base. Is
this like the keyhole?
Yes, and when you insert it in the keyhole, that thing spawns, that big thing. Okay, but here's the thing. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. During that time,
this guy tell me he doesn't have his shurikens, and oh my god, that's Hanzo. Sorry,
I don't know who Hanzo is.
I might be. This is another.
Are you another getting his?
God, the cultural appropriation or whatever it's called. Okay, wait a minute. Let's.
Oh, that does look like him.
I mean,
he put on a little weight, but yeah, the jawline. He's let the beard grow.
I'm just gonna say it's the beard, and it had nothing to do with any of the racial features.
Yeah. So 3v3, capture the flag. If you have the sword and you die, you drop the sword, then the other team gets the sword and they try to take it to your base, and then you get the sword and you try to take it to their base. If nobody gets it there in time, basically what happens is they turn off respawns. So now if you wipe... So
now it's a BR.
Yeah. So now if you wipe the other squad, the sword... But the thing is, they turn off respawns. Let's say you kill the other team, you wipe them, which means you've won phase 3, and the sword goes in their base, which initiates phase 4, which is Counter-Strike, where now you're sieging. It's Counter-Strike plus Rainbow Six Siege, because you're sieging their base, and there's bomb sites where you have to go plant, and they can defuse, and there's 2 bomb sites. And so you don't know, actually there's 3 bomb sites. You don't know which one you're going to go to, but it's got the siege destructibility where you can get a rocket launcher and blow open walls. And then you have the offensive team only has 6 respawns available to them. So if the defensive team kills the offensive team enough that they run out of respawns without blowing up your base, then that entire thing starts over. From phase 1, from prep.
Fuck off.
And that goes until one team blows up the other team's base.
Till one team acquires enough in-game TikTok followers to get monetization and...
Now, here's the thing. I don't know. I just don't know.
Was it fun is the question. Is it fun?
Well, yes. But once again, I hesitate to use that as the metric because me and Hambino and Airwing could we would have fun throwing rocks at a tree for 20 minutes. You know what I mean? We only played the game for an hour and a half. It's any game is going to be fun with your homies for an hour and a half. I don't want to play more, But here's the thing. It wasn't as bad as it sounds, is a good way to put it. I don't know that I would say it was amazing, but
the question is, did it make sense at all?
Yes. No. Yes. That's the point I'm trying to get to, is that after we played a few, there were a few rounds where I had like 16 kills, and we were like, there were like some clutch moments, like ult, do the thing, get clutch the 1v3, get the plant down just in time, boom, res the guys, and we win. And there were a couple of cool moments. And so
summon Charizard,
yes,
push all your chips all in.
And then you do the pod racing, and you go all in on the Texas Hold'em hand. So here's the thing. It's like, this is where it's the most annoying thing, because everybody, like, not everybody, because some people hate that this is my thought, or I was like, I don't really like it, but then the people that don't like it put me in their camp of like, yeah, this is like the worst game ever made, Concord 2.0, but I can see how people would like it.
Yeah, I don't like League of Legends, but I'm not, but
I put, like, dude, I'm going to get literally like burned at the stake for this, but I put Highguard in like Counter-Strike, League of Legends, Rust, Highguard, where I can see how people would like it. I don't like it though. It's not my thing, but like
it's in the category. The bucket you described was not similar.
No, not similar
conceptually,
games.
Quality.
Just games that I can understand their appeal that don't appeal to me. I can understand MOBAs and how competitive they can be. I can understand Rust and how, like, that's not even necessarily competitive. That's more like sandboxy. And I can understand.
It's like seafood.
Yeah.
To me.
Yes. And I can understand Counter-Strike because that's the most competitive, mechanically strong game that there is. So it's like, I get those games. They're just not really for me. So it's like, I left with that not nearly, like, I don't understand. Basically, it was like, it's not as good as the Glazers say, and it's not as bad as the haters say. It's just a game. I don't know. But anyways, the response from the internet around it has been a very, very fascinating one, because people are mad this game exists. And then the people that like it get pushed, farther into their opinion of liking it, that people are like, this is the future. This is going to change gaming forever. And I'm like, I don't think it's either one of those things. Like, I don't think it's like slop, but I don't think it's necessarily that good either. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So this just made me think that, like, we are content creators. We play games, right? Like,
yeah,
to whatever degree, for whatever reason, people want to know our opinions about games. But we need, you know how, like, sometimes, like, I don't know why I just thought of this. This has never been, like, relevant to me ever. But you know how, like, some couples have, like, a hall pass?
Oh.
Or, like, that concept?
Do you have a hall pass? I'm just kidding.
No. I've never had that conversation and don't care to.
Yes.
But content creators, every now and then, we need a hall pass to just say, like, yeah, I don't care. I just don't give a fuck. And like, never have to provide more
context than that.
Like, it's funny because people simultaneously think and feel that we need to have an in-depth, expert, enduring opinion that will forever inform everyone who watches us for all time about what the value is in this game. And then there are also some people who are like, why the fuck are you always talking about all the things all the time? Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
And so, like, from the content creator perspective, I feel like every now and then we should just be able to be like, yeah, I don't know, not for me, whatever, and then move on from it. And then you don't have to comment on it anymore. Like,
but yes, no, for sure, I agree with
like,
that.
You're like, yeah, whatever, it is what it is.
I don't mind, like, in this case, I don't mind commenting on it though, because, like,
no, but the annoying thing is getting bulked in with everyone.
Oh yes. And depending on when you popped into the stream, when I was playing, I absolutely got put in both categories. Like, there were people that were like if I was ever like, dude, what the fuck is going on here? People were like, yeah, this game is the worst. And then later I was like, oh, that was a clutch moment. And people were like, how much are you getting paid to play this, bro? And I'm like,
yeah, it's the equivalent of, like, you have to put your flag down as a content creator and
Yeah,
cast your
yeah,
ballot
yeah.
and give a score.
And
what I'm
that
saying,
I want
what
the
I'm
hall pass
saying
on.
is,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is we should be able to say, yeah, I don't care enough
Yeah.
to even think about it enough, to play it enough, to give you like a score. I'll leave that up to other people.
Yes.
You know,
Please go watch somebody
point.
that plays Siege or that plays Apex or that plays, and that's the thing. I heard a lot of Apex people are vibing with it. It's because it's all of those genres with 100% almost copy paste Apex movement and gunplay. Which is a part of the skill ceiling. People really like Apex gunplay because it's much less about recoil control and much more about tracking because the time to kill is a little bit longer. And oh my God.
Yeah. Oh. I've exposed chat.
God. Oh,
this is what I have open in Photoshop. Exposed.
God. That's freaking funny, bro. That's freaking funny.
Future content? Question mark? Question mark?
Yeah.
Question mark? It's not. Back to the game that makes zero sense.
Yeah. So it's interesting. I think from my stupid person opinion, I think the weakest part of the game is the visual style. I think if they leaned into like more.
This is like Dwarf Fortress.
That's what I'm saying. It really has the like not dimension, but
Dwarf
like
Fortress,
scale
the other one.
of like World of Warcraft. It feels very World of like that's what I'm saying. It feels very mechanically when you watch Shroud lock into or like any like pick your favorite Siege or Apex player that's really good at one of those games. When either one of those guys locks in to like really want to win a round, they are playing it like Counter-Strike.
Like at CSGO final majors.
They are playing it. They are locked in. They're peeking corners. They're good tracking. But everything about the game's visual aesthetic says MMO. Says
Deep Rock
Dragons.
Galactic.
It's Deep Rock Galactic. It's World of Warcraft. It's like, and I think that disconnect may like. And so I don't necessarily think that the game has to be realistic. Like Marvel Rivals is one of the most popular games in the world right now. That's obviously not realistic, but nor is it fantasy. Like I just think that this very World of Warcraft, Realm Royale, Deep Rock Galactic aesthetic ultimately does a disservice to the game. And I think that disconnect is part of why like people hate on it and they say it looks like slop. I don't think it.
Yeah, like imagine if you were just like squirrels and this was in like the Tron world. Like the gameplay could be incredible, but you still have to say like, what is happening?
Exactly. And I think that when the visual of a game doesn't connect with the mechanic of the game, I think that is being lumped into the whole slop thing, where a lot of people assume that that's intentional. They assume that they just like had ChatGPT do all the visuals and then they just worked on the mechanics. And so it becomes, slop is the word that gets thrown around so much now. This is just a slop game. They just threw everything together. And I actually do think that they probably spend a good amount of time working on the flow and the mechanics, and they suffer similar to how the finals does, where if I try to explain to you how a finals games work, you're like, it's like explaining a board game at a party where you're like, Jesus Christ, can we just play? But then when you play the finals, you're like,
so good.
Yeah, dude.
That's such a good comparison.
But then when you play the finals or when you play Settlers of Catan or when you play the board game, you're like, holy fuck, that was fun. So I think that explaining this game makes it sound so stupid. Playing the game, it felt less stupid than it sounds, but I do think that the visual style is a disconnect, at least for me. And it's
it's
weird.
One of those things that doesn't. This is purely an outsider aesthetic thing. It's like what I'm critiquing and what it sounds like you're critiquing is largely it's like in a way it's almost like the trailer of a movie.
Yeah,
which is like separate from the movie. Like the game might be incredible and super fun and like. Yeah. So none of my opinions have anything to do with whether it's like a good game.
Yeah.
My opinions have to do with, and I think where a lot of people they're wrongfully blurring the lines. My guess is I haven't seen anything, but I pretty much know exactly what you're talking about in terms of like what people are going to say about something like this. They're going to say it looks like trash, therefore it is trash.
Yes.
And my opinion would largely be like it looks like exactly what everyone would look at and say it's trash.
Yes, I agree with that. Yep.
Which is more of a meta sort of commentary.
So when you add those three ingredients, it looks like a game people would say is trash. It was kind of pseudo hyped up, not by many people, but by like industry people as this revolutionary thing. And then the third ingredient,
like IGN or something.
The third ingredient is what it actually is a niche game. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that a game like this would ever really be like a PUBG, 3 million concurrent players. I think games, I mean, I guess I say that, but then fucking Counter-Strike has 4 billion players playing 24/7. So maybe I'm insane. But like those three things mixed together, kind of like the output of that is exactly what we got, which is like a whole ton of manufactured hate, a whole ton of glazing, with very few people in the middle just being like, I don't know, it's kind of okay, I guess. It's not for me. Like, I don't know. It's interesting. It's a very interesting game, though. Highguard.
Oh, they got
free to play
microtransactions.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's free to play. So
is it all skins?
Yeah, all skins.
Yeah. The comments, dude. Oh, my God. You got to love. How about you make Titanfall 3 instead?
Yeah.
How about you get a college degree or something like other than typing a YouTube comment. If we're just saying like other things you could have done that you think are better.
Yeah.
Why didn't you make spaghetti meatballs instead of,
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I had for dinner tonight was spaghetti meatballs.
Yeah. That is true. Counter-Strike has like a huge history. That like Counter-Strike wasn't a game that just like burst. And I think that's a issue with a lot of games now, is the expectation that it bursts onto the scene. We think about that with Tarkov, right? Where like for the first 2 years of Tarkov, you'd run into the same people on customs 3 raids in a row because there were 42 people playing. Now everybody's like, oh my God, we want to get a slice of the extraction shooter pie like Tarkov. And then you think of Counter-Strike is the same thing. People want to make tactical shooters and they want to get a slice of that pie, but Counter-Strike has been around in so many different forms for so long. So the history is an interesting part about this. I just find it funny that like somewhere out there, somebody bought their 14th Call of Duty in a row and played it and shat on it and then was like, fuck these guys for making this Highguard game. It's like, I don't think you have to like Highguard, but I do think it's like, maybe this is the take on Highguard I'll get crucified for, is a really common take from the haters is that they didn't play test the game. They didn't ever try the game. They literally just threw every genre in a pot and spat out whatever shit came out. I actually think they tried something new here and they worked really hard to create a game that has a bunch of things. It's just that end result might have sucked.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I got really confident in my cooking and I tried to do like a take on a French dip where I used this bread instead of that, and then I used this cheese instead of that, and I used roast beef, and then I put this thing on there, that sandwich might be ass. And then if you ate it and you were like, you literally just threw everything in your fridge onto a bun and fed it to me like I'm a fucking idiot. Does that make sense? That's kind of where it's like, it's a free game. So you didn't, I'm at least glad people are like trying something new when we have like Black Ops 96 coming out next year and and people just rage buy that game and then play it all year. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, man. Is it really that bad? No, once again, I don't think I really like Highguard. I'm probably never going to play it again, but is it that big of a deal that people are trying something new? I don't know. Maybe it is.
Like, I don't know if it's me. If it's me that's changed and I've gotten old and this is just like what a almost 40-year-old gamer thinks, or if this is like a reasonable reaction to the way that games have gone, like the wave of everything. But it's like, I just feel like opinions about games that people don't play should be, I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah.
That should be like the extent of like, now of course I'm not gonna tell people like what to think or whatever, but it's just like, I don't understand why anybody cares so much about a game they aren't gonna play.
Yeah.
It's like, if it's bad, the other people that are gonna play it are gonna have a bad time, or the other people that are gonna play it are gonna enjoy it if it's good. You're not playing it, so why do you care?
Yeah.
If it doesn't, so now if you play a game and you have opinions about it, and you can say, I think it's good because of this, or I think it's bad because of this, by all means, like everything, it's opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got them.
And once again,
some of them might be cool.
Yeah. And once again, I think like, how do I say this? If you watch the trailer and you were like, that game looks bad, perfectly reasonable opinion. If you played the game and you were like, this game is ass, perfectly reasonable opinion. I didn't like a lot of games that I played that other people liked. I played Counter-Strike with you for 20 minutes and I was like, I don't ever want to play this game again. That's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's the small majority of people that are like, this game shouldn't exist. Everybody that, made it should be fired. And the fact that they didn't give me the perfect Titanfall 3 that I would have definitely loved and not said that they messed up and should have made, like that's the whole, like, it's, if you're like Highguard sucks ass, I have quite literally no beef with you. If you're like, they should all be fired and the company should go bankrupt because they didn't make Titanfall 3, and you're going to and you're coming into my Twitch chat and saying that, and then I'm like, that's fine, you can leave. And then you're like, no, I want to be here and complain. That's you're the person I have beef with. But like, genuinely, if you're like, Highguard sucks dick, I don't even necessarily disagree with you. Like, I don't think it's going to be my favorite game. It's just that became, that's not enough anymore. Opinion. I think 75% of the people that have the extremist opinion are just trying to, like, they recognize that they actually have a really normal opinion, but the normal opinion is never going to like get a reaction out of somebody. So they have to like fake their extremist opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I think most people are just like, yeah, Highguard kind of sucks. And that's totally fine, but that's not going to get you anywhere. So you gotta zhuzh it up a little bit. And I'm just like, bro, chill.
That's the kind of opinion that I think is just forever going forward in the future, right? Every time anything comes out, there will be a bunch of people with the like throwaway, totally surface level, but like obvious, like oddly weird, obsessive in a way where it's like they never played it. But they act like the developers like stole their girlfriend.
Yeah,
and like they got ripped off for a decade with microtransactions. So it's like those opinions. I feel like everyone can just go, yep, okay, and just ignore it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just ignore it, and it shouldn't matter that anybody might put you. If you say like, it's not for me, and someone might put you in that bucket, like. I mean, what the fuck what are you going to do, right?
And exactly. And this is, like, if you've been listening to the podcast long enough, we've had this conversation so many times. This isn't even about Highguard. Like I can see somebody's already typing, like, Jesus, Jesse's going to, such great lengths to defend Highguard. This is just like a phenomenon I see. This is literally every game. Another great example is Arc Raiders, where the same thing is happening. So people play Arc Raiders and they like it. And then some people play Arc Raiders and they don't like it. But because the consensus is that it's a good game, the people that don't like it have to elevate their opinion of not liking it to beyond, I don't like it, but it's actually bad, and everyone that plays it's a pussy or has been brainwashed.
You shouldn't like
it. They because the consensus, because it's crushing and so many people are playing it, in order for their opinion of not liking Arc Raiders, like, I actually think most people that like nonstop shit on Arc Raiders on Twitter don't actually believe that. They just kind of don't like it. They just, in order to get their opinion heard or out there, they have to elevate it to like slop Raiders. It's garbage. Like everyone, like pussy Raiders. Everybody just gets along and plays. There's no, like, they have to go crazy. So this isn't even a Highguard thing. You saw it with that. You saw it with Tarkov before that for Tarkov 1.0. Like every major release that's coming out, it's not a Highguard thing. It's a gaming thing, and it's weird.
Back in the day, our identities, were based on if we had Jinkos or Abercrombie jeans, or K-Swisses, or a fucking No Fear chain wallet. Yeah. Or, it was like 2 or 3 equally as arbitrary. But now on the internet, you're surrounded by a billion people who all have an opinion on everything all the time. Yeah. And so in order to be noticed, you have to like pick a few fucking banners you have to fly. Yeah. And for some people, it's I'm outraged about all the things except these 2 games I love, and I need everybody to know it on Reddit and Twitter.
And I low-key hate those 2 games that I love.
Yeah. And what you're talking about isn't even necessarily. It has nothing to do with the game. Okay.
Yeah.
And here's why. They're the same people that hate the game before it comes out and want it to fail.
Yeah.
They're the same people.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just think humanity would benefit from everyone just saying, nobody fucking cares, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody cares. Like, if you play it and you don't like it, people should care, and there's value to that.
For sure.
The people who just like don't play a game and don't like it, why should anyone give a fuck about your opinion about a thing you have no experience with, but you just judge other people for?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's just the internet. Everybody, again, it's the Bo Burnham. Can anyone
anywhere
shut the fuck up about literally anything at all?
Dude.
Anyone, right? Like,
that section of that was literally a work of art. Like that. And just cinema. Like cinema. So yeah, there's that. Before we move on and talk about some of the other gaming news, maybe some random bits and banters and bobs, I do want to take a quick second and thank the second sponsor for this episode, and that is Cash App. Cash App is the OG money transfer app. I say this all the time, man. It's like Kleenex to me, where it's like, it was, cash at me that, cash at me that. There was the OG one before all these other apps came around. I used it with my friends all the time back in the day, man. It's super easy, super convenient to set up. You can send money back and forth to your friends, and they've done a whole bunch of stuff now. You can get like a card. So if you have people like sending you cash up, you can spend right from there. I remember it was just like a all matte black card with just your signature on it. Dude, I remember back in the day. That was before everybody started doing. Now you can, like, your bank or whatever can do the whatever card. You can do whatever you want on it. But that was like the first aesthetic card I had. It was mint, bro. It was awesome. So Cash App is great. And Cash App just released a new status program for the way people actually spend money called Cash App Green. Unlocks new ways for you to pay, get rewarded, easily grow and manage your money on your terms. Now, when you spend at least $500 a month with the Cash App card or Cash App Pay, you earn green status, which unlocks benefits like $200 of free overdraft coverage, higher borrow limits, and customized cashback offers every Friday for places you love to shop. Turn everyday spending into status with Cash App Green. Download Cash App today or visit cash.app/new to learn more about this and other great features launching now. For limited time, Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use the code CashApp10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Cash App Green, overdraft charge, borrow. Cashback offers are promotions provided by Cash App, a blocking brand. Visit cashapp.legal/podcast for full disclosures. Thank you to Cash App for sponsoring this episode. So yeah, that was the Highguard stuff. Once again, just every game, every movie, every TV show has just become a like psychology lesson laid bare on the internet. You know what I mean? It's everything is your video
identity
just played out. You know what I mean?
It's identity politics, but in culture.
Yeah, identity gaming, identity movies. Yeah.
You're less of a person or more of a person based on which, like everybody is like a fucking like. Do we have like Steam like profiles where it's like what are your top 3 badges? How many hours do you have a thing? It's like,
oh yeah,
that's basically everybody has their a profile where it's like walk around. It's like, oh, you like Arc Raiders, but you don't like Tarkov, but you don't. Okay, well, you're a shitty piece of shit and whatever. And it's just so fucking boring.
Yeah.
and pointless.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, it's one of those things where it's like the default seems to be like hate on everything. And then when the thing is actually good, the haters just like disappear. Like, you know what I mean? Like I told you, I had like multiple people bet me 100 subs. Arc Raiders was going to die, like all this kind of stuff. And then the game is kicking. Not everybody likes it. It's not a game for everybody for sure. But like those people are just gone. Everybody's just like hunky dory. You know, it's great. It's so fun. So yeah, it's I don't think, I mean, I actually ultimately probably don't think Highguard, like if I had to guess, once again, all that being said, if I had to guess, gun to my head, 6 months from now, I bet Highguard has like 10,000 concurrent players or less. I just think that these genres are so much harder to get into.
Yeah.
The history
to be like
of
a part of the fucking
shooters.
Cultural zeitgeist or something.
Yeah,
and,
the
like,
history
really
of battle royales, like this stuff runs so deep now. And extraction shooters are like the newest genre, which is why you have, things kind of like coming out and popping off. And I'm not saying no game can do well, but what I'm saying is we've yet to really see a game have like the Arc Raiders effect on some of the more established genres, arena shooters, tac shooters, battle royales. You know what I mean? Like Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 did really good. It was really strong. They had a battle royale that was coming out. Everybody was like, yo, this is gonna like breathe some new life into the battle royale genre. And it was kind of like overwhelmingly mid at launch, and I don't even know how it's doing right now. I don't know that many people are playing it. So it's like these games and these genres are so hard to break into that, like, I don't know, I hope more good games is more better. So it's like, sure, like if Highguard pops off, that'd be great. But like, I don't know. I think it's going to be a hard sell for a lot of people long term. But it's free, so I guess hopping in, like, there's literally no downside to like hopping in with a bunch of your friends that maybe you like the Counter-Strikes, the Sieges, the Apex Legends. You play it, you have some fun, and then you go back to your other game. It's $0, so that's kind of great.
Yeah. You mentioned some of this. You just mentioned like an arbitrary Steam number, and I never pay attention to that stuff, so I don't know what numbers, like what any of the numbers are. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you were asking
what
me
are the good numbers?
So now I'm like pulling up a bunch of games just to get an idea, and I kind of want to like quiz you and see if you can guess.
Okay, yes, that's actually I love this.
This is the new. This is the intro to our new
segment.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Guess the Steam number.
Guess is the Steam number. We're workshopping the title.
Okay.
But now I'm just panicking and trying to figure out, like, okay, the problem is that like there's 19 Skyrims. I tried to put Black Desert Online and there was like 800 versions, so there's like no parent version. I couldn't figure it out. So let's just do that. Let's see.
Like League of Legends.
Okay, League of Legends. Ruined King, a League of Legends story. The Mage Seeker, a League of Legends story. Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story.
What are you on? SteamDB?
SteamDB.
Oh.
I just typed in League of Legends and there's 8 billion.
The other one is Steam Charts, I think.
Yeah, but that would involve me making 9 tabs again. There's got to be like League of Legends.
Oh, League has its own launcher. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Anybody else have any good games that would be interesting to like figure
pull up
out?
Apex Legends.
Apex Legends, and then I want one more that's like a little bit different. Like I like a game that
Diablo 4.
They have their own
launcher
too, right?
Escape from Tarkov.
Already have that up. I just want one more that's like basically what I want is a game, the kind of game that people would say this is going to be a dead game 6 months from now, a game that came out a year from now, a year, like a year in the past. Like I pulled a Pal World. I just don't know. There's so many games that come out that just like look the fucking same to me. All basically every game that's ever been kickstarted, they all look exactly like.
What's a big
Highguard?
Yeah, what was like a big
what was that Amazon
multiplayer game that came out in 2024 or 25?
What was that Amazon
New World?
Like New World?
They're shutting that game down. Servers go offline 2027.
Fucking okay.
Dude, I loved New World at the beginning, bro. That was so fun. Dude, that game went from like 1 million concurrent players the first couple of weeks to like 1,000 concurrent players.
what was that game that it was like Nordic mythology with like crafting?
Valheim?
Yeah, Valheim. Okay. All right. So
Valheim's a great game.
we're gonna talk about what do we want to talk about? Do we want to talk like players right now? Is it monthly? Is it weekly?
I would say like
what's like
concurrent players right now.
okay.
Or maybe like 24-hour peaked.
Let's do concurrent players right now. It's like a Tuesday night at 8 p.m. I feel like it's like a reasonable thing. Okay. So let's start with this one will be like the least realistic one because it has dual launchers, but Escape from Tarkov.
So I checked this a lot after launch. I haven't checked it in like a month, but
it's at 46% reviews.
Yeah, I would say that there's like 8,000 people playing right now on Steam.
10K. 10K, but again, that's just Steam.
Yes, that's
I don't know.
90% of their audience is going to be 90% or more is going to be playing on the launcher.
Okay, so 10K for Tarkov. Valheim
is tough. It's a single player game. It came out a couple of years ago. It's so good.
And I'm gonna round.
Yeah.
Obviously, all of these.
17K.
20K.
Ah, okay. I wasn't too far off.
Like actually, genuinely impressed. I don't know how the fuck. Okay.
Sorry, it's not single player. I didn't mean it's single player. I meant it's not like a PvP game. Like a lot of a lot of the games we're playing are like PvP. No, it's a multiplayer game, but it's PvE, I guess I should say, instead of single player. My bad.
Okay, so yeah, 10K, 20K. Okay, the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition.
I feel like that's so many people's comfort game that it's probably going to be a decent amount. 32K.
28K. So I'm just gonna like round.
I'm doing great,
30.
bro.
This is incredible. I actually don't know how the fuck. 69,000 all-time peak. Nice. By the way, as a side note, the one thing I will say about the analytics for my video that makes me smile every time is that when I go to there's like the last 48 hours number, the real time in the upper right of the analytics. Whenever I always go to the last 60 minutes just to get an idea, and it's almost always 69, which I'm just like nice. Like not nice, but nice.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll say 30K for Skyrim. Battlefield 6. So far, I'm gonna say you're like fucking 3 for 3.
Yeah. 42K.
Are you cheating? 45K, brother. You're how are you like Rain Man for this?
I'm locked in to the gaming zeitgeist, bro.
Yeah, you should work for IGN or whatever. 67%.
What was all-time peak?
747,000.
Yeah.
A lot of people. 3 months ago. What?
Yeah, it came out right before Arc Raiders. Came out in October.
Oh, yeah. See, Battlefield 6 to me, if you told me it came out in 2019, I would have believed you. I'm so disconnected. It's like Black Ops. Like, how many has there been 3 Black Opses?
There's 7. Black Ops 7 just came out this year. Or last year, I guess.
Wait, no, that wasn't Call of Duty 7. It was Black Ops 7?
Black Ops 7. Yeah.
I remember the first. I don't know if I even played Black Ops 2. God, I'm so out of the loop.
We're almost up to that with Modern Warfares, because there was Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 4, and then in 2019 they just did Modern Warfare again, and then they did Modern Warfare 2 again, I think. So they're just like, we're like up there.
Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. All right. So Battlefield. Okay. So Battlefield was 40 something K. Apex Legends.
This dude, I have no idea because I have no idea with the my gut tells me it's more than Battlefield 6 because it's a super established Battlefield Royale. I'm going to say 61K.
Nope, 2,000 less than Battlefield 6. It's 43.
Ah, okay.
So Apex and Battlefield are...
And you know what? That makes sense because Apex, that makes sense because Apex is the sweatiest. From an outside perspective, Apex seems like the sweatiest Battle Royale, which makes sense that it always provides good content. Those streamers always have a lot of viewers, but maybe that its average concurrent player base might be less because it's like the sweaty Battle Royale. So that kind of makes sense.
Here's another kind of trick one because it's split. Diablo 4.
I don't know. Path of Exile is amazing, so I hear, and Diablo 4 had a little bit of a rocky start.
Oh, I'll pull up Path of Exile. Wait, they have their own. Do they have their own launcher?
I thought so.
Well,
Diablo 4, 18,000.
6,090. So close to this.
Nice. 6,000. But it's split, right? Because they have their own launcher too, Diablo.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yikes. Okay, so Path of Exile.
You can launch that on Steam too.
Yeah. Apparently.
25,000.
30.
Dang.
Dude, the all-time peak, okay, for Diablo, 55K. Path of Exile 2, 570K.
The all-time peak on Steam was 55K, but they have the Blizzard launcher, right?
Yeah.
700K on Path of Exile?
570.
And 70K? Sheesh, bro.
Yeah, Diablo on Steam came out.
Oh, it came out. So it's like a Tarkov thing.
It was like a Tarkov.
Okay.
Okay, there's no... Wait.
Sheesh.
Oh, okay, I get it. We had a couple people say this, and a couple people give like the arrow pointing. Spectre Divide.
Oh, 72.
2. 2 players right now. This app has been retired and no longer available on the Steam store. I don't know how the fuck I don't know where the 2 comes from, but it's pretty funny.
Rip, dude.
Okay. Counter-Strike 2.
$480,000.
669.
That's fucking insane. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, dog.
That's insane. How many of those people are just gambling with cases too? They're not even playing the game.
661.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah, and then the all-time peak 1.8 million. Imagine being Gabe.
That's insane. What was the PUBG all-time Steam record?
Oh, I should have checked PUBG actually. Are you going to be able to see PUBG numbers?
I mean, yeah, no, I didn't click on that, so I could. 3.1 million was the record for Steam on PUBG.
Yeah.
That's insane. 3.1 million people. PUBG now, I feel like PUBG is really popular in like the East, and I don't know if they use Steam in like China and Japan and stuff like that. I thought PUBG now, I would say like 50,000.
85.
Okay.
Sorry, I got completely I blacked out and I went down I just built like a story in my head of an alternate reality in that like 20-second thing. That was like why it took me 3 seconds to respond to your question. All I could think of, I saw the number for the all-time peak 8 years ago for PUBG Battlegrounds, which is redundant.
Yep. It is PUBG. It's called PUBG Battlegrounds now.
It just occurred to me that was redundant. Yeah, I felt like shameful saying it. And I'm like, wait, that's what it's called.
Yep. It is.
And all I could think about, if you were to look at the number of the all-time peak and it was 3141592 or whatever, if it was pi exactly, would you be like, I think we live in a simulation?
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be like That would be like a little.
Yeah. What's Black Ops 7?
Lops.
Black Ops 7, my guess, $31K.
Oh, that's a co-op campaign. Jesus Christ. 1 second.
Oh, yeah, multiplayer. See, that's the thing,
There's
though. You know what? 11.
Black Ops.
Yeah, you know what? Because it's Warzone. Warzone is where everybody is, and Warzone's its own category. So Call of Duty, Black Ops
Call
7
of Duty
multiplayer is probably
Call
like...
of Duty, Black Ops 7, or Call of Duty Warzone. Wait.
Yeah.
Steam DB does not own Call of Duty. Points gift it. The fuck? Okay, wait. It just keeps taking me to like...
Oh, COD might have another launcher, too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's too many things.
Okay, now with all that being said, all of those
there's two last ones I want to do.
Hit me.
Pal World.
12,000.
30K.
Wow, more than I thought.
You know, Pal World having basically as much as Skyrim. I think that means Pal World is as good as Skyrim.
Battle.net. That's right. That's the COD.
Check W. Okay, finally, Arc Raiders.
Okay, I was gonna ask you. Yeah, it's about 280K right now.
285. Yeah.
I was gonna, dude. Isn't that?
I would have said like 70.
Yep.
I would have guessed 70.
On Sunday night, they hit 410,000. So their all-time peak is 481, and 2.5, almost 3 months later, on the weekends, they're hitting like close to their all-time peak, 481,000. Or sorry, yeah, 410,000 on Sunday. And that's and Arc is on console. So it's on PlayStation and Xbox. Yeah.
Oh, they beat Howard beat the Nintendo lawsuit.
Oh, did they? Crazy.
They shouldn't have, but I mean, they're just fucking, it's Pokemon, but
yeah, but if there's guns.
Oh, I don't remember they being kind of like sexy. What are all these like? I'm just like looking at the Steam DB pic, and it's just like a bunch of close-ups on like girls' outfits. In Pal World, it's like there's a Mareep and an anime girl, and Charizard anime girl. Oh, now here's an anime girl shooting a bay leaf or whatever. Sorry, it's a Mammorest.
Shooting a bay leaf.
Assassinating. Now, dude, now that I watch this, I feel like I don't know if maybe I had the same revelation. I just haven't thought about Power World since like the day I played it and then stopped playing it, even though I had a lot of fun. Man, it seems mean, huh? To think like I already feel bad that basically Pokemon, their entire lives are effectively like they grew up to be like 3 years old basically in the wild.
Yeah.
Okay. And then their entire life from then on. And I'm assuming this isn't canon, but I just assume that like it's a black empty void.
Yeah,
while they're
in the Pokeball. Yeah.
So it's just their entire life after that are just abrupt. I'm in combat. I'm fighting for my life.
Fighting.
For which is kind of dystopian. Yeah. But now looking at Pal World, they're being shot at by humans. It's like, oh, that's kind of even worse.
That's kind of worse. Yep.
Thanks.
Yep. Yeah. Very, very interesting. We're a couple of weeks away. We're like 5 weeks away from Marathon dropping. I am so fascinated. I got my fix. Like for like 2 years, for 2 years prior to Arc Raiders, every game that came out that was going to be an extraction shooter, I like needed to be successful because I was so tired of Tarkov, and they all weren't. It was like Delta Force came and went, ABI came and went, Marauders came and went, Cycle came and went. So I got like, I have Arc Raiders and I love that game so much. So I don't have like, I don't have the like desperate hope. Now I want, I always say more good games, more better. But at this point, I'm just so fascinated to see how that game does. Marathon has done a much more traditional marketing strategy, and it's dope as fuck. Like they released like a 1 minute long, like you can look at it later, trailer for, they're basically releasing like a 1 minute trailer for each of their like hero archetypes. And dude, it's so good. It's just like old school, sick as fuck, dope. gameplay cinematics that I feel like you don't see in games anymore. It's so sick. It's so aesthetic as hell. That doesn't mean the game is going to be good, but like when you look at like the difference between Highguard, which like was like we're just going to do nothing and burst onto the scene, and then Bungie, it's a much more traditional marketing strategy where like they're doing shorts all the time, they're doing trailers all the time, they're doing social media posts all the time, they're doing these trailers for like they're doing cinematics, and their dude, I love their cinematics are so sick. Now cinematics don't make a game fun, but they're cool to look at, bro. They're fucking sick to look at. That's for sure. So
yeah, I don't know why that just made me think about fucking Light No Fire.
Oh. Yeah. We just need like news about that game. You know what I mean? I need like another trailer.
No, like I don't like
a gameplay showcase.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
See, that's the thing is that we don't. Like I want it, but I don't think it would be good for it.
Yes, that's true. But I want just you and me.
Yeah. It's like when Hello Games just suddenly is like, here's all this massive free deals.
Yeah,
you know, like not even
true.
DLC, but just like more content. Yeah, just coming from them, I think it would be smart. It's a lot harder. It's kind of similar to what I was talking about with YouTube videos. Like me dropping this massive video not adjacent to my normal stuff isn't going to do it. That's like effectively Highguard coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, watch this thing. And then it's kind of like, okay. As opposed to H-Bomber Guy when everybody's been like checking. There's been 1 million people every day hitting F5 on their
sub feed
just for an H-Bomber Guy video.
That's actually so true. That's so true.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna ask. Whatever ended up happening with like the guy who was like, "This is all my art." Like, was there like a lawsuit? Did they? Oh wait, they paid him.
We don't know. They ended up Anti-Real is the artist, and they ended up tweeting
doing a settlement kind of thing.
Yeah. They ended up tweeting like, "Hey, everything with Bungie and Marathon has been like rectified to my satisfaction." Oh yeah, which I'm pretty positive means some serious cash flow.
He didn't get at least a 6-figure
check.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they even, I think, said that, like they were like when it all happened, they were like, we want to make it right, we want to compensate the artist. Like it wasn't even like, I think everybody knows money was thrown around for sure. Which deservedly so, by the way. It like
yeah, I mean, like, yeah, there's definitely like totally valid grounds for some kind of legal action, and you're going to spend that in a week and a half on lawyers. So like, you might as well just give it to the guy rather than give it to fucking lawyers.
Give the artist the cash. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is why, like, every time I walk into McDonald's and I trip and spill the coffee all over me, like, they might as well just give me a fucking shit ton of money, because like, why
why not? It's easier. Yeah.
It's the Billy Mitchell strat.
Yeah. So that did get solved, and we're never gonna freaking know the details, but they were like, we reached an agreement. I give you, which is crazy too, because they also scrubbed all the art out of the game. Like, I don't think they like licensed it. I think they were like, we're sorry we did that. We took it all out. All that art's yours. And also
and here's a bunch of money, because if you hadn't said anything, we would have shipped it with all this shit and not paid you.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's honestly, that it would make me feel a little bit better too. Like, because I don't know, like it would be, there's something about it that would feel like slightly icky.
Yeah, to leave it in and just be like,
if I was playing the game and I saw that art, to be like,
yeah.
In a way that's like largely meaningless. You know, again, like I don't look at where any of the shit I use is manufactured, so like, you know, so like every time I generate a Mid-Journey image, I always like feel a little icky hitting enter, but I just still do it anyway. You know, I still
poisoning the water in some town in Middle America.
yeah. I still fucking search for a Pokemon in the style of the video game The Finals. And actually, this is the first time our filters detected potential third-party content. So we're keeping this generation private to you, which is funny because it's like, we'll copyright infringe, but like, we just won't make it public. We won't put it on our like official home feed.
Yeah. Oof. Oof. But yeah, that's all the gaming things, the gaming stuff.
I mean, the cool part is that there's nothing else going on in the world outside of gaming. So
Yep.
like, there's not really much to talk about.
Yep.
On our Patreon for 2 hours.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Holy. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything like, I'm trying to think if there's any even outside of gaming podcast topics. I don't know. Yep. It's so nice to have things so peaceful and we can all just play video games and get along. Yep. Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the stuff. That is the happenings going on this week. Lots of gaming stuff, which is kind of fun. But yeah. So thank you guys for hanging. Thank you guys for supporting the show. It's freaking Tuesday. It's not Thursday. That's super weird. But this will still be out on Sunday. And if you are a Patreon member, you get early ad-free access to these episodes and additional episodes that we do every week. Patreon.com/thepogcastpod. And boy, do those get spicy. And boy, do those extra episodes.
If you're the exact opposite of everyone in my Twitter, who basically has to say, I don't want to hear what you have to say, so that's why I click on your profile and hit follow and respond to everything you have to say. For the opposite of those people who want to know what we think about things, those episodes have been great. Patreon.com/podcastpod. Super great. Yeah, great. It's like super fucking great.
Bing, 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 bing.
Bing, bing, bing. Super great. Yeah. Anyways. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for hanging. We appreciate you listening to the ramblings of two old men on their front porch talking about how gaming isn't like it used to be. Thank you to Cash App and to Huel for sponsoring this episode. And we will definitely see you on the next one.
Bye.